in human experience, we look at our either birthed or adopted family as um, as our core of what we are given when we get here in terms of relationships. And as we get older, we start to realize that we mature into a remembering of our freedom of choice around our family and being around them. A simultaneous truth is that though we look at these individuals in tangible human experience as separate from our galactic family, that being that they are part of the collective and given certain circumstances for certain people who are in the fourth dimension. Wow. That's the first time I've had that truly confirmed. Which is very common right now. It's the bridge in between the third and the fifth dimension. And I mean, densities, well, dimensions also accurate. Anyway, what they're saying is that we choose galactic family to be our family when we're here on Earth. And so the concept of being done with our family is also separation, which is also the illusion. So oh wow. Sorry, I'm getting so much right now. Okay, that's big. So when was that? From the 15th in the 15th century, and also from our perspective of time, of linear time. And another version of time that we understand, which was 1500 years ago, there was a reset in the latest programming that we're running right now, in which we discovered that we made more progress in experiences because trust is such an anchor. Trust and love are the anchors in our experiences. That we learned that the best way to do that was to have our close galactic family initially begin with our translating to the family that we choose in our bio or adopted family when we initially get here. So that they're there and we go through the process actually of growing up and knowing them, and then actually to an extent having this perspective of distancing ourselves from them, even though we've never distanced ourselves from them. Because we can't. They're galactic family, and even here, they're our family. They're our genetics or, committed, chosen adoption family. And then our galactic family that we meet along the way within our friends, our collaborators, we are meeting that galactic family over time. And as we go through phases, so that way, over time, we are getting closer to them. And through this process of experiencing connection, through experiencing family, and being one, we end up experiencing two programs running simultaneously. The program of the illusion of the matrix, which is running and showing us that no matter what, we are becoming separate from those we love. Because we're either becoming separate from those that are our family, or we are growing into or through different friendships and companionships and romantic ships and all the other ships that are not core family. And so the other program is from the light, and that program is okay. There's three programs. Hold on. So there's three programs. So the second program is from the light, and it's our experience of this program running in the same way. So it's what I'm getting is that this same construct is three separate programs running all together to show that there's really no separation in general. So in other words, it feels like there are three separate programs that we're seeing as one program that are three parts of one program. So it's still all one. And so you have that illusion program, then you have the light program, which is all of that love, all of that bonding, understanding the connection to people, growing in emotional maturity, growing our purpose, our passion, our understanding of love, building our trust. Basically everything that we learn from being in relationships that are of the emotional and light body. Whereas with the matrix, we are coming from more of our 3D body experience and our mind. And then there's the which one is it? They gave me three different colors and I was like, what? Okay, I understand now. It's and then there's like a programming that they are describing as gray, white, and black swirled, which is a programming that is truly a balance of the matrix or the shadows, the light together, creating another program. And that is the program. So the matrix program we feel drawn to be away from. But what we're actually doing is alchemizing it. From the light program, that continues to run. Infinitely parallel and in tandem. The gray, white, and black program is the program that we are truly running when we're in our balance right now and alchemizing as we go into fourth density, fifth dimension. And this is what's destined to happen. It feels like a male a very well divinely balanced male presence stepped forward for what I heard was the Light Collective. They're giving me two names merged together in a way that's really confusing. I'm attempting to ask for clarity. Okay. He has, from our perspective, well, I guess from my perspective, but I hear it. I wasn't initially, but now I'm getting like a British accent, and the name is Krisanthony, spelled. Oh, okay. Spelled Krisanthony. He's Lyran. He's blonde. I can't get it back. I saw like a flash of what he looks like, his face. And there were cat ears, and definitely did look like some element cat-like, but was also like very human still looking. Don't tell them what they're not ready to hear. Even though it comes from a place of love, it is actually forcing what they are resistant to, and that is their journey to discover. Loving from afar is still loving, and since there's no true separation, there's no reason to feel guilty from having that distance. Sometimes moving physically away from something or someone is actually the way to get closer to it or to them. Even though patience is a virtue, feels cliche, it is one of the native truths. From the sense of this timeline, that is a mindset that is often held from those who are in further dimensions. The dizziness and vertigo that you are both experiencing this time is predominantly ascension symptoms from jumping from density and dimension to density, dimension for brief periods. In the moments where you feel that you are distracted and thinking about something else, those are actually the times where you put on a screensaver, so to speak, and you go to another moment, or perhaps many moments at the same time. During that time, you are able to communicate at the bridge with the hybrid children. It is also where Arcturians are giving you downloads of love and helping to make it easier for you to have love and compassion authentically for those who are frustrating you as they are not in alignment with you at this time. They are still a part of your journey. to teach you from far away, because energetically you can still feel them. Ultimately, right now, this is a period of transformation, and for you to recognize how much you have to be grateful for and how much you are loved and protected. Although you may look at these ascensions as a cost for larger of what it is that you desire, it is merely a part of the process at this time. And many have gone through this process for you. Even though you may imagine that you are going forward, there is no forward. You are simply transmuting your energies into a new and upgraded way of being in the next dimension. Going to the next dimension is not going to erase any problems. There will be many that will be isolated or no longer an issue. That does not mean that there will be a point of pure harmony and ease. That is simply not what the next steps are about, as it is all a process. Though it will feel easier and there will be victories from our perspective of what it feels to win. The easiest way to win at this time is to recognize that there is no game to play that you don't want to play. That somewhere deep down, there is a part of you that is thrilled and very excited to be here at this time. Continue to remind yourself, and we will continue to remind you as well, that you are in fact happy to be here, and that it is your divine will that made this possible. It is the divine will of the collective that started to make these choices, and others with our best interests helping to make that as well possible through their ability to manifest. It is at this time that we let you go with love and light. We will be talking again soon.